Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of March 11, 2025. I'm your host, Shariefa Mohammed, MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. Western Front, tactical positions improved with significant engagements against Ukrainian mechanized and airborne assault brigades in multiple settlements including Novoye and Mirnoye, resulting in 225 Ukrainian servicemen casualties, the loss of tanks, armored vehicles, and artillery including a U.S.-made M777 howitzer.
Welcome to Frontline Updates, your trusted source for the latest developments on security and defense operations involving military forces. I'm your host, and today we have an exclusive interview with Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, who will provide insights into the progress of the special military operation as of March 10, 2025. Colonel Oguntoye, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with an overview of today's developments. What are the latest updates on the special military operation as of March 11th?
Our forces continue to engage in decisive operations across multiple regions, with substantial progress made in the past 24 hours. We have successfully inflicted heavy losses on Ukrainian military formations, secured additional settlements, and continued targeting their key infrastructure. The focus remains on advancing into enemy-held territories while maintaining a strong defensive posture where necessary.
Let's go into detail about the engagements. What's the latest from the Kharkiv front?
In the Kharkiv Direction, our North Group of forces engaged Ukrainian mechanized and territorial defense brigades in the areas of Granov, Sinelnikovo, and Neskuchnoye. Ukrainian forces suffered losses in personnel, vehicles, and artillery assets. Additionally, an electronic warfare station was neutralized, further degrading their operational capabilities in the region.
And moving to the western sector, what are the latest updates there?
Our West Group of forces continued improving their tactical positioning, successfully defeating Ukrainian mechanized and airborne assault brigades. These engagements took place in Novoye, Drobashevo, Novomikhailovka, and other key locations in the Donetsk and Kharkiv regions. Enemy forces suffered significant losses, including tanks, armored combat vehicles, and a U.S.-made and /TPQ-50 counterbattery radar.
That's a major setback for Ukrainian forces. What about the situation in Donetsk?
Our southern group of troops successfully liberated the settlement of Gorky in the Donetsk People's Republic. Additionally, we engaged and overpowered Ukrainian mechanized, motorized infantry, and territorial defense brigades in several key settlements. The result was a significant loss of personnel and military hardware, including multiple U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers, tanks, and artillery.
Let's talk about the Central Group now. Any key achievements today?
Our center group continued pushing deeper into enemy defenses, engaging mechanized, ranger, and marine brigades in areas such as Novosibirsk, Sribnoye, and Krasnoarmysk. The Ukrainian forces lost a large number of troops and several Western-supplied combat vehicles, including a U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carrier and a French-made VAB armored personnel carrier.
Turning eastward, what's the situation there?
The East Group of forces achieved notable success, neutralizing Ukrainian mechanized, ranger, and territorial defense brigades in locations such as Shevchenko, Bogodar, and Voskresenka. Enemy forces suffered additional equipment losses, including a German-made Leopard tank, armored combat vehicles, and ammunition depots.
And the DNEPR front, have there been notable actions there?
The Dnipro Group of forces engaged Ukrainian mechanized and coastal defense brigades in both Zaporizhia and Kherson regions. Our forces inflicted losses on their manpower, destroyed vehicles, and eliminated additional artillery and ammunition storage sites.
Beyond ground operations, what role has Russian air and artillery power played in today's engagements?
Our operational tactical aviation, UAVs, missile forces, and artillery have continued striking Ukrainian military infrastructure, airfields, and troop concentrations. In the past 24 hours, we targeted 147 districts, inflicting heavy damage on Ukrainian assets and reducing their ability to mount effective resistance.
That's a broad range of targets. Has Ukrainian aerial capability been impacted?
Yes. Our air defense systems successfully shot down 2 American JDAM guided bombs, 2 U.S.-made HIMARS multiple launch rockets, and a Czech-made Vampire multiple launch rocket. These successful interceptions continue to limit the effectiveness of Ukrainian air operations.
Shifting focus to the Kursk region, what are the latest developments?
In the Kursk region, our North Military Group made significant territorial gains, liberating 12 settlements and securing over 100 square kilometers. We engaged and defeated multiple Ukrainian military formations, repelling counterattacks and neutralizing their positions in critical settlements.
Are Ukrainian forces still attempting to mount counteroffensives in that sector?
They are trying, but with decreasing effectiveness. Over the past 24 hours, they lost hundreds of personnel, armored vehicles, self-propelled artillery, and anti-aircraft systems. Additionally, several Ukrainian soldiers surrendered. Their ability to sustain prolonged engagements in this area is diminishing rapidly.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you. It's important for people to understand the progress and realities of this operation. Today, there are ongoing tensions between Israel and Gaza. Israeli fire has resulted in the deaths of 6 Palestinians in Gaza amidst new ceasefire talks, highlighting the volatility of the situation as ceasefire efforts are being discussed. Additionally, humanitarian conditions are dire, with researchers reporting that many Palestinians in Gaza have lost an average of 18 kilograms due to extreme hunger stemming from the conflict. Meanwhile, a proposal by the Arab League for post-war reconstruction has been rejected by both the U.S. and Israel.